We've been told this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'm amongst the many of those amazed with the story of this guy, Alphonso Davies. Born in a Ghanaian refugee camp to parents fleeing conflict in Liberia, his life story has always been about battling against the odds, and now it amounts to this. It's remarkable to see how he has thrived.
Okay, interesting. Eustachio. Johnston. Tries to get it clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Freuler. That pass has been well intercepted. David. Sao, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the finish!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Rodriguez gets over and intercepts. Sao shifted upfield. Good chance here! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Johnston. Buchanan. Eustachio. And it's Buchanan. Larry, and Larin! That's got him rattled. Ricardo Rodriguez. Freuler. Played with finesse. That has been knocked clear. Oh, he's been flattened there. Good take, and the shot! Freuler. And it's played in here. And he shoots! Just swings wide.
Zakaria, well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Johnston. Buchanan. Davis. Freuler. Vargas. And that is as far as they're going to go. Freuler wins the duel this time. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Mbolo. He's got away. Buchanan. David. Rodriguez does. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Buchanan. Eustachio, gently done. Spread out to the left. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Rodriguez with the clearance. And it's Buchanan. He has a look up. David, and the shot! It's there! First blood drawn. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Ricardo Rodriguez. Eustachio. Played towards the other side. Vargas. And here's Embolo. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And that has been cleared. Switzerland are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse. A header! That's another chance!
Switzerland definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Eustachio, aim forwards. Freuler producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, he's found support out wide. That is lovely. A chance to play it in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Switzerland already trailing, and we've barely begun. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Danger averted for now. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Out towards the flank. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. And they've got a throw. Climbs up big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Switzerland going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Davis forwards and with intent. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Freuler. Zakaria. That's really well manoeuvred. Sal thinks one through, and that was nowhere near his best. Moved on forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Zakaria. Out to the left it goes. Davis. Eustachio shifted upfield. Vargas. Sal. And it's played forward. Oh, Red, nice interception. Larin. And he's on his way! Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Zakaria is onto it in a flash. Now that's well seen too. Larin. Larin proves just a little bit too strong. David! Spectacular save! Showing good feet. Nicely. Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Davis. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Rodriguez aim forwards. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Eustachio. Sal. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Here it is, crossed in. Eustachio. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Embolo. Now it's Vargas. Freuler. Looking for a decent ball in. Decent chance! Davis attempts a clearance. And it's Zakaria. Embolo opts to play it back. It's out of play for a goal kick. Eustachio looks to the other side and he cuts out the supply. Zakaria. Freuler. Embolo. Zakaria. Vargas. Too much distance on that. And it's played forward. Larin. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Vargas. Ricardo Rodriguez. Keeper's got good distance on that. Larin. Now it's Buchanan. Aim forwards. Now it's Larin. Incoming delivery. Vargas. Freuler. Steaming on goalwards. Zakaria. Defending of the desperate variety. Great defending, strong and determined. Freuler. Zakaria shifted upfield. That's a dangerous ball. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Crunching tackle. Johnston approaching the half-hour mark. Larin. Buchanan. Johnston. Aimed in towards the centre. Zakaria gets rid without sophistication. Johnston. Buchanan. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Embolo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. reclaimed it in a trice. Freuler. Zakaria. Ricardo Rodriguez. Lobbed in behind. Cuts out the pass. Buchanan. Johnston. Eustachio. And play for a throw. Ball is over the line. Eustachio. Eustachio forwards and with intent. Larin done delicately. And that was very necessary. And they've got rid. Zakaria, over to the left. Now it's a Bolo. Zakaria. Vargas. Freuler. Zakaria. It's a Bolo! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Eustachio. Davis. And it's Embolo. Zakaria. Freuler. Vargas. Now it's Freuler. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Buchanan. That's really well manoeuvred. David! Sal. Switzerland, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Nice control. Knocks it out wide. Oh, that's nice. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Sal. Oh, that's neat. Switzerland have a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Davis gets it away. Eustachio. Moved on forwards. clearly not happy with that. Mbolo played out to the left flank. Cross goes in there. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Davis. Delivered with swing. And that's going to be a goal kick. Sound. Zakaria. Sal. Larin aimed forwards. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Just the goalkeeper's of David! Goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. It was very nicely done.
And now he has 2. So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Mbolo. Nice physical challenge. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Herring after the ball here. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Johnston, Buchanan, Eustachio, Vargas, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Now it's Vargas. That's good play. Had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Can he latch on to this? Larin. Brilliantly cut out. Ricardo Rodriguez. Zakaria. Sal. Spread out to the left. Oh, can he get onto this? Eustachio. Eustachio shifted upfield. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Sal. Freuler. Rodriguez gently done. Ambitious ball here. Rodriguez gets good distance on it. They've played it short. Can he deliver? And it's Buchanan. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Sal getting this one clear. Played out wide. Drives it in. And he's heaved it away. Sal. And the first half is done. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well timed, excellent interception. Ricardo Rodriguez. Sal. And it's played forward. Sal. Switzerland cannot keep hold of the ball. Takes the shot! Straight at the keeper.
So, just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up.
And he has been fouled there. Larin, that's a delicate pass. Sal. Clipped into space. Well, it's come to nothing. Larin. Moved on forwards. Vargas. Freuler. And that's put paid to a promising move. Davis. Calmly anticipates. Freuler. Out to the left it goes. He's in plenty of space here. Plenty waiting in the middle. Vargas. Oh, it's played into the air. Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Zakaria. Sal. Lofted in. And that's the keeper's ball. Buchanan. Now it's Larine, and it's Buchanan. Oh, well measured. Larine. Larine delivers. And the keeper has it. Sal. Zakaria. And Bolo. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Freuler shifted upfield. That's good vision. Now it's David. David! Now it's Buchanan. Shapes to shoot! Zakaria. Sal. Is onto it in a flash. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
It's out for a goal kick. Sal. Zakaria. Ricardo Rodriguez. Freuler. Out to the right.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And it's Zakaria. Zakaria. Now it's Bolo. Freuler. Spread out to the left. Clears it away. Now the cross. He's dealt with that well. That's the throw. Cleared away. This is gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. He's gone for the shots. Oh, that's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Oh, that is a bit special. We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Played out to the right. Buchanan. Larin. Buchanan. Buchanan's cross. That's an excellent interception.
Have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Now it's Larin. Zakaria with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And Bolo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That has been cut short. Larin. Buchanan. Davis.
Canada are more than happy to defend deep now. They've decided that it's not worth taking any more risks.
It's a very different story for their opponents, though, who just have to throw everything at it and hope for the best. A lovely bit of skill. So who's he picking out? Davis. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Eustachio. Freuler. Chance here to counter. Caresses it through. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Davis. That's really well manoeuvred. David. Now it's David. Great work on the overlap. Oh, what a climb! And the ball's come loose here. Another chance from a corner. And the keeper has it. Zakaria. Sal. Sal. Zakaria. Now he's got space here. Aim forwards. Sal. Freuler. Sal is onto this. Deftly away. Played into space out wide. Time to deliver. Played in with purpose. Buchanan. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Larin. Buchanan. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Vargas. Ricardo Rodriguez. Freuler. And it's Embolo. Now it's Vargas. Now it's Embolo. Freuler. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's lofted through here. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's played forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Freuler. And here's Embolo. Eustachio forwards and with intent. And now the breakaway. Vargas. Zakaria. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's David, over to the left. It's run loose here. Ball's gone out of play. Davis. Oh, such a clever touch. That's really well manoeuvred. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's really well cleared. The referee's awarded a free kick. Johnston, and it's Buchanan. It's anyone's ball now. He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Going for goal! Glorious! A finish of true class! And they're back in front! That was beautiful. Something close to genius. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, can he get onto this? Zakaria. And here's Mbolo. Freuler. Davis. Johnston. Buchanan. Buchanan shifted upfield. David! Now who's going to be first to this? Davis. Hit into the middle. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Time for a change in personnel.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Zakaria. Chance, surely! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have ourselves a real game here.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
They'll have one final crack at it. And it's Eustáquio.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's made its way to him. And he's there to get it away. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's very neat. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Freuler. And he whips it in. Cleared without complication.
Switzerland clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Chance for a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
David has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Switzerland making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Goes down, but nothing given. And it's Davis. And that's aimed into the middle.
Canada really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Sal. Ricardo Rodriguez. Vargas. Freuler. Now that's well seen too.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Aim forwards. There's no flag. And he's managed to get free.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ball's played through.
Switzerland clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Buchanan.
Canada really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Eustachio. David. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's gone direct. Can he stop it going out? Buchanan. Can he finish? And he hits the net. And again they hit the front.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Freuler. Now it's Vargas. Very nicely done. Played into the middle.
Switzerland really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he cuts out the supply. Sal. Vargas. That's going to go a long way. And that is out of play. Switzerland must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Oh, nice touch. Keeper has taken decisive action. Larin.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Rodriguez gets over and intercepts.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Freuler. Freuler, gently done. Tries a deft little ball.
Switzerland really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Calmly anticipates. Sal. Moved on forwards. He's well positioned here. Now it's David. And it's Buchanan. Zakaria, aim forwards. He has found the way through.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Eustachio. And he goes cross-field. Buchanan. Johnston. Eustachio. And that's really well manoeuvred. Zakaria. Freuler. Switzerland to make one last surge forward.
Switzerland really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Vargas.
Switzerland really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's in plenty of space here. That has been cut short. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And it's Saka. Shot a goal! He scored! 10 minutes and we're all square again.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Zakaria. Zakaria played out towards the right wing. Sau. Switzerland have to get it into the box and quickly. Larin. That is a great pick out. This looks promising. Throw it. Lovely feet. And it's Eustáquio. He's away, and Larin! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a mighty effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Zakaria. Freuler. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's played forward. Larin. Oh, a delicate chip through. Now, what about a counter-attack? Buchanan, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Rodriguez gets it clear. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So we head for the final act. It will be penalties.